Hello everyone. As we approach winter, the big question is, what will the season bring for the UK? Long-range forecasting is always a challenge, but by examining global weather patterns we can sketch out a likely scenario. Early signs suggest a winter of two halves, a mild, unsettled start, followed by a greater risk of cold and snow later on. December looks set to be dominated by milder, wetter, and windier weather, thanks to Atlantic systems. But as we move into January and February, the chance of colder spells increases, especially for northern and eastern areas. We're not expecting a season-long deep freeze, but rather a dynamic mix-mild, wet periods punctuated by sharp cold snaps. These cold spells could bring widespread frosts, icy conditions, and snow, especially after the festive season. The real story is variability rapid shifts between mild and wintry weather. The battle between Atlantic air and colder continental air will define the season. While December may feel standard, don't be surprised if winter's true bite arrives in the new year. The Atlantic's influence will likely weaken as we head into 2026, opening the door for colder air. So, don't be lulled by a mild start. Winter's most memorable moments may be yet to come. This season promises to keep weather watchers on their toes. Let's break down December. Current signals point to a mild, mobile pattern, with frequent Atlantic systems bringing rain and wind. Temperatures will likely be at or above average, meaning fewer hard frosts and a lower chance of a white Christmas for most. The south and west will see the mildest, wettest conditions, while the north and east may get brief, colder interludes. Scotland could see some mountain snow. Overall, December looks unsettled, with drier, brighter spells between fronts, but the dominant theme is wind and rain. The Atlantic remains in control, fueled by lingering warmth from autumn. Prolonged cold spells are unlikely, though short-lived cold snaps can't be ruled out. For most, it's a month for waterproofs and umbrellas, not snow shovels. Don't expect a classic wintry December. Mild wet weather will be the main challenge. But remember, a mild start doesn't guarantee a mild winter. The stage is set for change as we move into the new year. As we enter January 2026, the weather could shift dramatically. The stratospheric polar vortex, a circulation of cold air over the North Pole, becomes a key player. If the vortex weakens or is disrupted by a sudden stratospheric warming event, cold air can spill south into Europe and the UK. Models hint at a possible disruption around the turn of the year, raising the risk of a prolonged cold spell in late January. This could mean blocking high pressure over Scandinavia or Greenland, cutting off mild Atlantic air, and opening the door to bitter easterlies. If this unfolds, expect sharp frosts and increased snow risk across the country, not just in the north. However, a disrupted vortex doesn't guarantee a UK deep freeze. It depends on the exact atmospheric setup. Still, the risk of a significant cold snap in January is higher than in recent years. December may be mild, but January could deliver a true taste of winter. Watch for a dramatic shift from Atlantic winds to biting easterlies. What about February? If January brings a major cold spell, its effects could linger, with high-pressure blocks keeping cold air in place. February is historically one of our coldest, snowiest months, and even brief easterlies can bring significant snow, especially to eastern coasts. The UK may become a battleground between returning Atlantic air and stubborn continental cold, leading to rapid weather swings. When moist Atlantic fronts meet cold air, heavy snow is possible, especially in the Midlands and northern England. Even if the month averages near normal, it could contain some of the season's most wintry periods. February is rarely quiet, and this year looks no different. The risk of snow is highest now, for all regions. As days lengthen, winter often saves its most potent weather for last. Stay prepared. February could deliver memorable winter scenes before spring arrives. What's behind this forecast? First, the Pacific's La Niña phase, cooler waters, often leads to colder UK winters in the second half, favoring blocking high pressure. Second, the stratospheric polar vortex. A strong vortex means mild, wet weather. A weak one opens the door to cold and snow. Models suggest a weakening vortex as we enter the new year. Third, the quasi-biennial oscillation, QBO. This winter's easterly phase increases the chance of a weaker vortex and sudden stratospheric warming. When La Niña and an easterly QBO combine, the odds of a colder UK winter rise. We also watch North Atlantic sea temperatures and Siberian snow cover. Both can reinforce cold patterns. This year, all these drivers point toward a colder, snowier second half of winter. The science stacks up. Expect a dynamic season, especially after December. Global patterns are nudging us toward a wintry outcome. The UK's winter won't be the same everywhere. Scotland and the north will feel the coldest air, with frequent snow, even at low levels during cold spells. Eastern Scotland and northeast England are especially at risk if easterly winds develop. The Midlands is the battleground. Mild air from the southwest clashes with cold from the northeast, leading to disruptive weather. Here, rain can quickly turn to heavy snow, especially in February. Widespread frost and ice are likely during cold snaps. The south, including London, will be mildest overall, especially early in the season, but a beast from the east could bring snow and bitter cold even to the south coast. Snow is less frequent in the south, but when it comes, it's often disruptive. The highest risk for southern snow is late January and February. In summary, Scotland and the north get the most wintry weather. The south is milder but not immune. The Midlands could see the most complex, disruptive conditions. Wherever you are, be ready for a taste of winter. The intensity and duration will depend on your location. There's always hype about a deep freeze, but let's separate fact from fiction. A season-long freeze, like 1962-63, is extremely rare. We're not forecasting relentless cold, but rather one or two significant cold spells, each lasting a week or two. These will be notable, but broken up by milder periods. The real story is variability. A mild December could be balanced by a cold January and February. The main risks come from short, sharp cold snaps. These can cause travel disruption, health issues, and frozen pipes. Snow during these spells is likely to be dry and powdery, with drifting and strong winds. Our forecast highlights increased risk, not certainty. The setup makes severe cold and snow more likely than usual, but not guaranteed. Be aware of the higher risk, but don't expect 3 months of Arctic conditions. Prepare for impactful cold snaps, not a winter-long freeze. With sharp cold snaps possible, preparation is key. Check your home service, your boiler, bleed radiators, and insulate pipes to prevent freezing. Know where your stopcock is in case of burst pipes. For your car, top up screen wash, check tires, and consider a winter kit. Blanket, flask, torch, shovel, and phone charger. If you get stuck, these items could be invaluable. Dress in layers, eat hot meals, and check on vulnerable neighbors or family. A quick call or visit can make a big difference for those at risk. Community spirit is vital during severe weather. Be ready for disruption. Roads may be blocked and public transport canceled. Keep some non-perishable food at home in case you can't get out. If you work, discuss remote options for severe weather days. A little planning means you can face winter's challenges with confidence. Stay safe, warm, and look out for each other. This is a long-range outlook, not a guarantee. Forecasts are based on the best science available, but the atmosphere is unpredictable and things can change quickly. Stay up to date with trusted sources like the BBC Weather app and the Met Office. Short-range forecasts are more reliable than long-range ones. Check daily updates for your area. Pay attention to official weather warnings. Yellow means be aware, amber means be prepared, red means take action. These warnings give specific details on what to expect and when. In summary, expect a mild, wet December, then a colder, wintrier January and February, with a higher risk of significant cold snaps and snow. Regional differences will matter, but everyone should be ready for challenging conditions. Remember, this is a guide. Keep checking forecasts and warnings, prepare your home and car, and look out for others. Whatever winter brings, we'll keep you updated every step of the way. Stay prepared, stay informed, and stay safe.